Hey there, everybody. Greetings. Pete Pardo here from Comic Book Users. Welcome to another episode of the show. And look who's sitting alongside me, as always.
Hello again, comic book fans. I'm Wild Building on Comic. Welcome back to another episode of Comic Book Users. We're going inside the cover of another magazine. Since you guys seem to be digging the magazines,
Yeah, why not, right?
I'll dig out my last issue of Epic magazine, Epic Illustrated. This is the fall-winter
1980.
issue. Yeah, the fourth
$2.
and last issue of 1980. Yeah, $2.
$2.
Kind of looks like a Conan cover there. A Robert E. Howard story adaptation in here. And you got your adult champagne ad on the back.
Remember that stuff?
The Cheap Boone's Farm.
Yeah, it was bad.
Champagne.
One of the first times I got drunk when I was a kid, I remember we got a couple of bottles. It was terrible, like flavored like champagne. They're kind of like wine coolers that later on.
They predate wine coolers.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
The Awakening, and today is your Brute Day.
The Awakening, cool thing.
I never saw this movie.
Oh, pretty cool.
Any good?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I haven't seen it in a million years, though. I remember when it came out.
So it takes place in the Egyptian tombs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Charlie
is it a mummy movie?
York, it's sort
or is it a curse? Is there a mummy? Or
yeah, it's like a kind of curse thing.
You hear how I said, that's how the movie
Loose mummy movie. No, that's not quite the mummy.
It's not that good, I bet.
It's okay.
So in here you got your table of contents, and you got this Aries ad. I'm sorry, it's backwards. You got I like the Aries ad.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. It's nice and colorful.
The Aries ad.
And look at all the chapters in this.
Yeah, you got a lot going on here.
A lot
you
going
read that to them.
Yeah, so we got the Overview, Metamorphosis Odyssey, DeLorean Revisited, The Art of Shotaro Ishimori, Dreaming City, Stalking the Great Graphic Dream, Almeric Part 3, that's the Robert E. Howard story, Elephant Grass, Retrospect, Feedback, Survivors, Solar Plexus, and Sleeping Dogs starting on page 675. So probably, about 90 pages here? Close to 100? It's crazy. A lot of stuff.
A
lot of stuff. I mean, you get your money's worth for $2 back in 1980.
Overview is just like...
Yeah, I guess that's a kind of an explanation of everything that's
stories.
in the issue. Yeah, so we got, and then you got the list of...
So you got your stories kind of briefly explained here. Oh. Right?
Yep.
Then over here, is that all your writers?
Yep, so we got Stan Lee, publisher, editorial director Archie Goodwin, Jim Shooter, consulting editor, editorial production. It's interesting how they don't name the artist here. It's just all the different editors, but I guess they do that for all the different pieces.
So you jump right into the Jim Starlin story from the previous issue.
And if you guys haven't watched our previous Epic Illustrated episode from like 2 weeks ago, go check it out.
The camera's fucking me up.
Yeah, it's a lot of glare too. Got some nice shiny pages here. This is a great
It's got
edition.
some gloss, right?
Yeah, big time.
So this is Jim Starlin art.
One guy with the hood's looking like Green Arrow there.
Yeah. Well,
He totally looks like Green. Look down here. He's even got the Oliver Queen goatee. Look at that. Hold that up there. Look at that.
on the other side there.
Right there.
And on the bottom.
Yeah.
Down here, the other side.
Yeah.
This panel.
Looking like Oliver Queen.
I like this panel right here where the guy's doing a little Harry Carey, going to explode his brains out. They don't show you, but they leave that up to your imagination.
Oh, yeah.
Usually some magazines, you thought that you would think they might show it on the next page, but... You got a little mind warp thing going there.
Mm-hmm. The Art of Shotaro Ishimori. Look at that dude on the bike. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and then it
I've
switched
never heard of
gears.
this guy. Look at that.
He definitely does some cool anime.
Roger Dean style art almost, but a little more of a...
Elric of Melbourne.
So we got some more Michael Moorcock stuff. Elric. Nice.
So,
As you can see, this is mostly like fantasy with some sci-fi stuff. Look at that. Nice.
I like that castle.
Yeah,
That's a
very
nice.
well done.
That's a nice single splash page.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. Quite good. Notice how the tone of this story very different from the other. You have full color here. The other one was black and grays.
Yeah, kind of dark.
Yeah.
This one's bright.
Really bright.
A lot of color going on in here.
It's already got two continuing stories in here, and we're only like page 26 in the comic in the magazine.
There's a lot of dialogue. This is not something you're done with in 5 minutes.
No, not at all. But you know,
something you read a story, you put it down, you come back later, you get the next story.
If you've never read any of the Michael Moorcock books on Elric, they're very, very wordy for fantasy stuff anyway.
Catch a rising star.
There you go. Questar. Stalking the Great Graphic Dream. Oh, do I see a werewolf? I do see a werewolf. Nice.
Black and white art.
Any werewolves are always welcome. Werewolves, rabbits, space stuff.
Something to get it spacey.
Yeah, it's like a Battlestar Galactica look in there.
This is 1980, so it is post Star Wars.
So here we have the Robert E. Howard adaptation. So basically, this Almeric is the story, and the character is Esau Cairn, which is a character that Robert E. Howard was working on after Conan and after King Kull. I've never heard of Esau Cairn before. Not one of his more well-known creations, but you know, if you like this sort of thing, you know, the barbarian type of thing, it looks just like Conan, for crying out loud. You got the big giants,
or it could
creatures.
be Planet of the Apes. He could be one of them filthy, stinking humans. He has like a Planet of the Apes feel to it.
Ironically, I just watched that like 2 days ago.
Yeah. This definitely has like caveman feel to it, don't it?
Yeah.
So it falls right in there. Oh, right?
Yeah. I like these giants. Very cool. Kind of remind me of the frost giants from
I was pointing out
Conan.
this mug shot right here.
Yeah.
That's cool. There's good art in here.
Very good.
Oh.
Oh, nice. Gets darker. Yeah, this is top-notch stuff here.
These I only have two issues, you know, like, but I think this magazine went like 36 or 38 issues. I think they stopped making it in '86. It started in 1980.
I think Kirk was mentioned to me. He has a whole bunch of them.
He does.
Yeah.
That doesn't surprise me.
He loves these Marvel magazines, man. All of them in general.
I didn't think he would.
Oh.
I didn't think he'd jump on this one, but I'm surprised that he does have them. Here's your centerfold.
Nice.
Yeah. That's a nice shot.
Angel is a centerfold.
Yeah. Then you get some
jump on to something else.
Get some advertisements here. Move on to another story.
Mm-hmm. This is the elephant grass. Yeah. Okay.
Now you got a little bit more
And no dialogue at all.
kind of cartoony art now.
Yeah.
Not as sophisticated. A little bit more relaxed, I think.
And not much going on. No dialogue and just that's it.
Retrospect, that was weak. Now you got more black and white art, more like sketchy,
Yeah.
like storyboard kind of style.
Yep. With all the boxes with the dialogue or with the narration, I guess. Not even really dialogue. Kind of cool though. This looks more sci-fi-ish.
Yeah,
Pretty good art actually.
Has that outer space feel.
Yeah. Interesting.
Now you got your square deal art.
And again,
This one feels like it doesn't fit, right?
yeah, and it's done. No dialogue at all. Wow.
Then you get back to this space in color. nice shift of gears there, you know?
Yeah.
From wood to illustrious color. Total wood over here.
Yeah.
Alright, so now, oh, here you go. See that? Almost like a mushroom spaceship. That's a nice splash page. Both of them, actually. A lot going on.
Isn't it interesting how when the 80s hit, they were still doing these magazines, but yet they weren't fully black and white like they were in the late 70s?
Yeah. Well, I think they were pushing color now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Trying to sway away from... They were weaning... It's almost like they're weaning you off black and white,
Yeah.
mixing it, making it 50% color.
Didn't work, though, ultimately, though, because they wound up doing away
I'm
with
sure
all
it
these.
cost them a lot more money to do these
sure.
color pages, you know?
Sure.
You
All
know?
these pages, yeah.
And now I think the rest of this book is going to be black and white.
Yeah.
I think. Sleeping Dogs.
No more sci-fi. No like Star Wars.
So now you got loose art, you know? Here's where they give you your dialogue in novel format here. All the blah blah blahs up here, you know? And when I was a teenager, I used to do this. I used to go, whoop, and swip the page and look for the next picture.
Later for that.
Like, this one has no color. It'd be like,
I ain't reading that. Whoop.
you know, it's like, I went from really good art to like, you know, this kind of stuff is like, it's like when you get that prize in Cracker Jacks and you open it up, it's really nothing.
No, or you have
Nothing
five.
great.
You have five of them. The whatever's
Five of them already.
Yeah.
5 decoder rings.
Yeah.
But this art is, you know, I call it like storyboard art.
That
It's
totally
still
is.
it's still good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I think this would really pop if this was in color, obviously. But
Yeah.
you know, this one has, this is like your black and white outer space sci-fi.
Yep.
Of course, everyone's got to be careful now not to say Star Wars because the
No.
movie had already been out 3 years
Yep.
at this time. So if you're doing anything outer space, it better not come even close to The Empire Strikes Back or any of those. Because by 1980, the second movie came out.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yep.
The Empire Strikes Back. So that movie was already out. All right. I think I showed this page.
Yep.
This is where I lost track.
Yep.
No.
It's like almost like reading a book with like pictures in it because they got all this like
So now you come back
text.
and they give you a picture of the previous cover.
That's
right
right.
here.
Yeah, the Polgalisa cover.
Here's your editorial with, I guess, the letters
Mm-hmm.
about the previous issue. Fan mail. Now this, I like this art down here.
Hmm.
That's pretty cool. So now we're back to a color story.
Yeah. We got like, it's like these bat creatures. Like
Yeah, bat
vampires.
chick.
Yeah. Interesting.
Make it look like an evil fairy or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
With her feet. Alright, here you go. I like this detail down here
Yeah, it's pretty good.
of our character. So they had good art, but I guess for only the last 6 years it didn't have enough going on. I'm surprised it did go that far.
Yeah. Right.
So your last page over here is your subscription page to Epic. Here's the last page of our story.
Tune in next month for the completion of Alaric.
Now, after you go through that magazine, you get more.
Yukon Jack.
You get more feedback, letter feedback over
Yep.
here, and why not wrap it up with Yukon Jack?
I remember when Yukon Jack was popular. That's just
Really?
this stuff. Oh yeah.
Giving Jack Daniels a minute.
Yeah.
Got Jack and the same name. Yukon Jack and Jack Daniels. Are they cousins?
Yeah, and if
Could
you don't
be.
like that, drink a champagne.
I don't know. Yukon Jack with Champagne Chasers.
Yeah, I say why not?
Yeah. Anyway, that's Epic Illustrated, gang. Very colorful magazine.
Yeah.
Very out there, science, sci-fi wise.
Yeah. Sci-fi, fantasy.
Good artists. A lot of the key writers from A lot of key players from Marvel are involved in this. So I think they did a good job with it. I like it.
Yeah.
But I didn't see these magazines very often on the rack.
I don't really remember them much at all.
Silent 2. That's all I saw.
I'm sure if I went and looked at all the covers of all the issues, I'd probably spot some that I remember seeing out there.
I remember if I had seen more of them in the early 80s, like 81, 82, I probably would have bought them, but I never saw them.
Yeah.
So I got lucky. I got 2.
Yeah, I don't
just
see
never
many
got rid
of
of
these at stores and at cons. I don't see a lot of these.
Epic Magazine. But they're out there online, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, guys, I'm Wild Bill, as always, and thanks for being here. Please click the like button if you like this video. Share it with your friends if they don't know about comic book geezers. And click the notification bell so you'll be kept in the loop every time we have a new video. You'll be kept up to date. Stick around. We're going to do some more Inside the Cover. Pete has a couple of horror magazines we're going to dig into.
Yep.
So you guys seem to be liking the mag, so we're going to stick on that for a little bit. Anyway, thanks for being here, and we'll see you next time.
Sounds good. For Wild Bill, I am Pete. See you in a couple days. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.